Hey chat. Hey ProEnzo.
Hello Sam. Hello chat.
Oh, how are we, lads?
Hey.
Oh, how are we?
Very good, mate. How are you?
I'm good.
Righto, here we go. The Late Night Show, let's go!
Keen.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Nick from Australia Late Night Footy Show, the off-season edition, episode number 16, I believe we are at. Hope you guys are doing well on this magnificent Friday night. Nice and warm here in Lismore. Sam, Lorenzo, how are we, lads? Sam, mate, how are you going, bro?
As well as can be, mate. Things are looking on the up and up down here in Canberra, and for me personally, and it's been a crazy off season so far. Lots of news to get through, man.
Oh, mate, there's plenty to get through. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. ProEnzo Vidz, Lorenzo, my brother, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm going well, bro. I've had a couple of good weeks recently because obviously out of lockdown now, and been doing a lot of things that I obviously love doing. So yeah, I've been good.
Good to hear, mate, and it's good to hear that both of you fellas are doing extremely well. Shout out to the chat. I can see we've got about 25 people in the chat as we speak, so make sure you guys like the stream as well and enjoy the show. If you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. PayPal was in the link below, and Super Chat is also active. But before we get into anything, I just want to say this video is sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped is an incredible sponsor. They've been so nice to me so far. Shout out to Manscaped. They are absolutely fantastic. I've got to say, though, the Lawnmower 4.0, it's a great shaver for your balls. It's absolutely fantastic. Trust me, believe me, the Lawnmower 4.0, it's definitely recommended. You've got to go get yourself one. It's absolutely fantastic. Also, it has new skin-safe technology, so you don't nick your balls. You go to the shopping centre, you buy yourself one of those shavers, and occasionally you nick yourself. Well, at Manscaped, you can get the Lawnmower 4.0 with this great shaver, and it will actually protect you from nicking your balls. It's absolutely fantastic. The package comes with the Lawnmower 4.0, the ball deodorant, the ball toner, and other great stuff. Seriously, go and check out Manscaped. If you want a discount, the code is on the screen, NFA. That's the discount code. Go onto it right now on the Manscaped and get yourself a fantastic Lawnmower 4.0. Definitely recommend. The discount code, once again, it is Nick as NFA on the screen. So shout out to Manscaped. Go and get yourself one, fellas. Guarantee you will not be disappointed. But the Late Night Show, it's good to be back with the Late Night Show. I haven't done one for quite some time now. It's the off-season, obviously. We're in the middle of November. Christmas is only about 5 weeks away. Lorenzo, mate, what's the plan for Christmas? Anything planned for Christmas, mate?
So far not. I think I will be going out somewhere, 'cause usually I do. But yeah, until then, nothing really planned. But I'm sure something will happen.
Absolutely fantastic. Sam, mate, any plans for Christmas?
Oh, well, it looks like I might have to get myself a brand new shaver because I don't know if you can tell, but this tissue on my neck, I nicked myself using just an ordinary razor and shaver and everything. I guess I should upgrade to Manscaped now, shouldn't I, with the code Nick from Australia?
Go on the website.
NFA.
Go on the website, bro. Use the discount code NFA and get yourself the Lawnmower 4.0. You won't be disappointed. Trust me. I have the proof. Look at my mustache. Didn't even nick it once. It looks fantastic. So go and get yourself the Lawnmower 4.0. It's world class. Believe me. I've got proof. But, yeah, Christmas for me, I'm probably just going to stay home and have a few beers with the family. Just going to get drunk. probably on the balcony, get real drunk, probably won't know where I am by midday, but should be good. Start at 6 a.m. 12 p.m. for me will be like 10 p.m. at night. I'll be out. I'll be sleeping. Be
There's nothing better than cooking on the barbecue for like 6 hours on Christmas morning, man.
Some alcohol.
Oh, I can smell it already.
Unfortunately, can't have a punt because there's nothing on that day, but, it'll be good. It'll be fantastic. But let's get into the show. Obviously, the Nick from Australia Late Night Footy Show is unscripted and nothing's written down, so we're just going off by heart. But let's talk about the big story that's happened today, lads. Viliami kick out. Apparently, he's going to the Dogs. We saw the shirt. Someone took a screenshot of it. Gus is fuming. There's a big investigation going to be happening. Sam, when this thing all came about this afternoon, what was your reaction to it? And kick out, apparently he's going to the Dogs in 2023. What are your thoughts on it all?
Absolutely gobsmacked by it. No indication was given that he could have signed with Canterbury Bankstown. All the indicators were that he was going to go to North Queensland. And from what I hear is that a gentleman, a security guard, was sitting behind the cameras and he took a screenshot of the moment when they were embracing Gould, Barrett and Kickout. And it wasn't meant to be released for another month, maybe a couple of months as well. And so guaranteed inside that security control room, there is a camera from up in the ceiling and it's got that person that's taken that screenshot of Viliami Kikau and the rest of them, man. That security guard, whoever took that screenshot, at T- your life and counting, bro. He's done so bad, dude.
Let me just say, that security guard that actually took the screenshot and posted it public, let me just say, one, he's probably going to be unemployed after tonight. Two, you're talking about video footage. I think we'll be seeing video footage of him getting bashed up by Gus Gould and all his cronies at the Dogs. He won't have a job. He's fucked. He's gone. He is absolutely gone. Lorenzo, what's your reaction to it? Obviously, the Cowboys were talking about it and the Dogs must have offered him more money or Gus Gould persuade him one way or another. Mate, what are your thoughts on kick out going to the Dogs potentially?
Well, let me just say, it wasn't long ago when I made a video about the rumor of kick-out going to the Cowboys. I think it was about 3 weeks ago when I made that video about kick-outs at the Cowboys was going to happen, and obviously it didn't. It's off to the Bulldogs now, and it's a good buy. I think it's a good buy, but how do the Dogs have the money to spend these players? I'm not sure. How they have the money, it's just kind of it's interesting. It is interesting, but it's given me a good buy, but. Yeah, I don't understand it because how can they sign that many players? And so they're going to offer Reed Marnie a $1 million deal for 4 years, I think, as well. So I don't understand it.
Mate, it's a big signing for the Dogs if he actually goes for the Dogs because they're building some players. But here's the thing. They're buying forwards. They're building a good back line. They're building a good forward pack. But with all due respect to the Bulldogs fans out there, and I don't want to be rude about them, I like the Dogs. I hope they really do well going into the future. It's good to buy the likes of Paul Vaughan, Pangai Jr. It's good to buy these sort of forwards. It's good to buy Matt Duffy, Addo Carr, Kotrick's back from his injury. Brent Naden's coming to the Dogs as well. It's good to buy these outside backs. But the problem is they don't have a fucking spine. They got Matt Burton, great 5'8", but hasn't really been proven as a 25-week 5'8" in the NRL. He's been playing a lot of centre and occasionally played the odd game in the halves for Cleary when he was out for Penrith or Luai, depending on the situation. And now Burton's on his own, a bit like when Kyle Flanagan was at the Roosters, but he was carried by Kiri and Teddy, but fair play to him, he still did his job well. And now Flanagan went to a club on his own and he really struggled. Burton's going to a club where he's on his own, so I wonder if it's going to be the same. But they can buy these great backs and great forwards all they want, but where's the spine? Who's the halfback? Who's the hooker? I know Reed Money's a rumour, but it doesn't look like Reed Money's going to be happening because you can't buy kick-out and Reed Money unless you're going to get rid of everyone that's been at the Dogs for the last 2 years. But it's good to buy these forwards and backs, but what's the spine looking like? You need to have a good spine. Otherwise, you're not going to do shit. So I don't get it, man. What do you think, Sam?
Yes, absolutely. I think Matt Duffy's on the 1 year contract at Canterbury, and I don't know how much he's on for next year. And so is Vorney. So I don't know, just it's very, very fresh, very recent to suggest this. But maybe Matt Duffy is only going to have that 1 year at Canterbury, and that frees up cap space to allow Viliami Kikau to come in. And I don't think it would be a bastard for Matt Duffy to not gain some sort of consistency. But you're right, they don't have a hooker unless if somehow they get Marnie under the cap as well. And as far as a fullback goes, it's still all up in the air about Matt Duffy's tenure at Canterbury Bankstown.
Well, see, I think Matt Duffy deserves to play fullback. I think at the Dragons, he was a little bit messed over because when McGregor was there, Duffy had some good stuff there for a while. Then he was dropped for 1 or 2 bad games. And then when Anthony Griffin took over at the start of 21, and the Dragons have their new ways of doing things and stuff like that. Obviously, McGuinness is now going to Cronulla. And now Duffy's going to Canterbury. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Let me just grab the microphone here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there with Duffy because the Dogs need to believe in this bloke. I think they need to believe in him. And I think if they let go of Duffy for kick out for cap room, I think it's ridiculous, man. Lorenzo, what do you reckon, bro? Should Duffy be the Bulldogs' long-term fullback, or do you reckon it'll be just one of those things where it's wait and see?
Duffy's only 25 years old, so he's got like another couple of good years left in him. So I think if I was a Bulldogs, I would just continue to invest as him as a long-term fullback. He's still got, he's still a good player, can score tries, got speed, and especially with how the game is now, the 6 against and all that, he definitely suits the new rules. So yeah, I'd keep him for long-term. I think that's what the club should do with Duffy.
Mate, the other thing I want to say as well is, I don't think Matt Duffy deserves to be in the position where he has to have a pass mark year to be an NRL starting fullback because, I think Duffy is a proven first grade fullback. But the argument is if Duffy struggles at the Dogs this going into next year, will any club buy him except maybe the Dolphins? Because let's have a look at it. The Bulldogs fullback options. Corey Allen, not really great as a fullback. Addo Carr wants to play a bit of fullback. I don't know about that as well. They have to stick with Duffy. I know it's only a 1 year deal, and I know it's probably a make or break thing, but seriously, if I'm the Dogs, I'm keeping Duffy because we've all seen what he can do in attack. I don't know if you guys remember that game against the Broncos halfway through the year where he had those. I think he had 3 tries.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, scored Duffy, a try right on half-time. Yeah, it was very good.
Mate, Duffy is a freak, and I think that he needs to be at the Dogs long-term. I really do. What do you reckon?
That's cool. I definitely he's definitely a proven first grader. That's for sure. I still think he does. It's not as if he needs to prove himself, but I think he does need to have a good first 10 weeks. If you want to talk about people under pressure, you can talk about Matt Burton, for example, any other Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs player. But over the next 18 months, there is no other person in that club at Canterbury Bankstown more under pressure than Trent Barrett. Yes. He now has absolutely everyone and everything at his disposal. And if Canterbury Bankstown just miss out on the 8, I think that in a way is acceptable because they're coming from very far down the well to come back up into the top 8. But the real crux of it will be 2023, unless if it all hasn't gone to hell in a handbasket over the first half of next year.
I know it's a long way away, and we're only in November. It's November 19. We've still got December and January, and we got the trials in February. Then we got March. I know we're about 3 months away, really, from the season starting, if you want to count preseason as starting the football season up again. But I just want to make it public and say this out there. I can't see the Bulldogs making the top 8 next year. I don't think they have the spine to get there. I think their forward pack is good enough. I think their back line is definitely most improved, but their spine's still an issue for me. So I'm just going to put it out there and publicly say this. I can't see the Bulldogs making the top 8 next year. I just can't see it as of right now. If they go out and get a halfback and a hooker, then they probably will be in the top 8. But until then, I can't see them in the top 8. Do you guys agree, or do you guys reckon that they could be in the top 8?
I'll just say that I think they'll be around that 7th to maybe 11th range. I think they're not a bottom 4 team next year with the players they've signed. But yeah, you make a good point about Spine because they've got no halfback. I don't think Avila is even a halfback. He's more of a running player.
Spine's so important nowadays too.
Yeah, and like he's not a running, like he's a running player, Avila, not an organizer. So I don't know how that's going to work with him being a halfback. And Matt Byrne, Matt Byrne's no organizer either. So having two running halves is not going to really.
Lots of pressure is going to be on the Dogs. Lots of pressure. Now, before we move on to the next thing I want to talk about, we're going to get Rugby League Roundup to jump on in about 5 minutes' time. I can see you in the green room, mate. So just be patient. We'll get you on in about 5 to 10 minutes' time. The other big talking point, which is already confirmed, Isaiah Papali'i from the Eels, who was back row of the year this year. He's going to the Tigers in 2023. I'm going to start with you on this one, Lorenzo. Isaiah Papali'i going to the Tigers. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? It's a big signing for the Tigers, bro.
Yeah, it's huge, but I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I thought Parramatta would even chip in a bit more money to keep him because he's obviously been that good for Parramatta this year. So I don't understand why they didn't, really fight harder to keep Papali'i. But, it's a good pickup for the Tigers, though, because, Tigers need some actual good forwards, and he's one of them. He's a really good forward who's obviously re-proven himself, I guess you can say, because of the season he had. So, yeah, he's a very good buy. And, to add to that, Josh Hoggs might be going to the Tigers as well. So they're building something, I think, the Tigers in terms of those two buys.
From what I understand, Parramatta fans are absolutely fuming. From what I understand and from what I've heard, Parramatta fans are filthy. They're calling it a betrayal. They're calling him unloyal. And I do agree. He probably should have showed a little bit of loyalty and maybe stayed another year because we all know the saying, one good season doesn't make you a superstar. You've got to back it up year after year until you get these big $1 million contracts and these big deals. And Isaiah Papali'i's only had one real good year where he stood out as a quality NRL player. And he's had one good season at Parramatta, and now he's going to take his tail, head over to the Tigers in 2023, a club that hasn't played finals football since 2011. I think it's a bit selfish from Papali'i, but I'm very happy for him. He has set up his future. Fair play to him, and good luck to him at the Tigers. Now, I know a lot of people don't agree with this, but the Tigers fullback isn't that bad. Alex Twell's a great forward. Offering Gowie's an origin forward. Luciano Leilua is a gun. And now they're going to add Isaiah Papali'i. The forward pack still isn't amazing, but it's definitely improving in my opinion. Sam, Papali'i to the Tigers. What do you reckon, bro? What are your thoughts on it?
Tigers still need a leader, and Papali'i, I don't see him wearing the C next to his name.
I agree.
Papali'i, Leilua, and Tyrone Peachy as the second row lock combination. It's interesting. It's interesting, and I hope it does do good things in 23. I don't think Parramatta fans should feel betrayed. I mean, who am I to tell them how to feel, sort of thing? But he's only been there. He's only been there for 1 year, so it's not like he's breaking the contract, and it's not like he's been there for 6 years and he's been paid overs and now he's getting some sort. I think good on him, as you said, Nick. Go and get the money, save up, and make sure your future's all secure. And it's such a good signing. It's another signing that absolutely came from nowhere over the past 72 hours or thereabouts.
Mate, I'll tell you what. It's a massive risk going to the Tigers. It's a huge risk. And Parramatta fans are pissed off because, for example, bro, if Lukey, young Cowboys back rower, if he has a big season in 2022 for us Cowboys fans, and then he decides to leave and go to a different club, bro, I'll be fucking really pissed off. And the Parramatta fans were the same way. Papali'i come in, cheap deal, and he killed it. He had an incredible year. Now he's leaving after 2 years because he's going to be there next year. But if Lukey has a big year next year and he leaves, I'm going to feel betrayed. So Parramatta fans have got every right to be upset. I do not blame them. Tigers fans are still drinking from what I understand. They're probably having a barbecue. They're probably pumped. I don't blame them one bit. But it's going to be very interesting to see how it all goes about. Yeah, Tigers got no leader. I agree with you, bro. It's going to be interesting to see who takes over as captain next year. I know Tamo's the captain at the moment, but I don't think he'll be captain. I know it's a risky one, and it probably won't happen. But if I was the Tigers, everyone spoke about Ben Hunt being a bad call for Ben Hunt to be captain for the Dragons, and he was captain and he absolutely killed it this year for the Dragons. I know it's ballsy, and I know you guys probably won't agree with this one, but putting the captaincy on Jackson Hastings wouldn't be a bad move. He's a leader. He's a halfback. He's a consistent player. People are going to say, oh, he's not proven in NRL, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck if he's not proven in NRL. He's played in a couple of final series of the Roosters a while ago and played really well, and he's gone over to England. He's changed his career around, turned it around. Now he's back. He's at the Tigers. And having a look at all the Tigers leaders that they have in that team, he's probably the one that stands out for me. So I know it's a huge risk, and the Tigers are going to take a couple of gambles here if they want to do anything. I would have Hastings as captain. It's ballsy. What do you reckon? Lorenzo, what would you do, bro?
I wouldn't go with him as captain. Like, I think he's a leader because he's definitely matured over in the Super League, and I think he's, really changed his personality and just, he's just grown more as a player. But the reason why I'm sort of reluctant for him being captain is because it's his first time at the club. It's his first year. He's still like going to get used to like the whole environment. That may not be the case. But I'm just saying. I think that's like why I think of it like. But yeah, like again, Tigers don't have many leaders, so they might be like rely on him. That's what could happen.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Sam, what do you reckon? Hastings captain, or would you go? Or who the hell would you go with?
Well, Tigers got to start thinking outside the box, man. They really do, and that's certainly a great idea. I don't mind it. Yeah, take a risk, man, for sure. Because, in my opinion, I think when he returns, whenever that is, Adam Dewey should probably hold the C next to his name.
Co-captain, Sahar.
Or co-captain. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Adam Dewey's already in the leadership group as well. But, I mean, my gut instinct tells me that Tamo is still going to run around with the C next to his name next year. But, again, they need to start thinking outside the box, the West Tigers, and they've got Hastings, Oliver Gildart, and Papali'i coming in, and Tyrone Peachy too. So, look, let's not say, look, there are good things coming. Let's just say that, okay, that club is now noticeably starting to lay a platform, beginning to lay some foundations and groundwork.
I know a lot of people are saying Tigers for the spoon, but I do not see that happening. Josh Hodgson might be going there yet, which we will get to a little bit soon. And if that happens, there's no way in the world they're going to be down the bottom. They're definitely on the up.
And Nick, can I just quickly say, man, next year shapes up as the most unpredictable season of NRL, I think, in my lifetime, mate. I'm 31 years old, and I got no idea how it's going to all go down next year, man. Far out! I can't wait till the footy starts.
Mate, I'm so sick of people on social media going, oh, it's a one-sided comp. It's Melbourne, Penrith, Roosters, and Manly versus the rest. And I'm going, it's a new season. Teams have made changes. People are getting used to the 6 again rule. What do you mean it's going to be one-sided again? You don't know what's going to fucking happen. At the start of the year, I had Bulldogs coming 10th or 9th, and they ended up coming last. You don't know what's going to happen. Like, you genuinely don't know. I had Canberra for the minor premiership. I didn't even make the finals. You can't pick the top 8. Sure, you can say Melbourne and Penrith will be top 4 and Roosters and Manly will be up there again. But until the season happens, you genuinely do not have a fucking clue what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. You genuinely don't know. And everyone goes, oh, the one-sided blowouts. Again, don't have a clue what's going to happen. One big team can get an injury and the landscape changes. Imagine this. I hope it doesn't happen. Imagine if Cameron Munster was out for the full season. How would Melbourne go? Would they be top 4 or would they be around the bottom 8? For mine, if Melbourne were without Munster for the whole year, they would be around 7th to 10th. For mine, anyway. What do you reckon, Sam?
Yeah. I hope it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Even though I don't like Melbourne, I do dislike Melbourne. I'll put that out there, but I don't wish any harm to any bloody player, mate. And I think Melbourne Storm,
except Kafusi. Fuck Kafusi.
But I think Melbourne Storm would finish outside the top 8, though, if that did happen, yes.
Mate, Melbourne would be better if I got rid of Kafusi. Let's be honest. What's he offer? Fucking defense? Is that it? Is that all he does? He can't score a try. He can't fucking run a great line. He's fucking hopeless. All right. Let's get rugby league round up on here for a 10-minute chat or something. Let's get him on. G'day, mate.
Lads,
Billy,
lads.
rugby league round
How's it
up.
going?
Billy, how you going, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain, bro. I'm just enjoying this lovely Manscaped t-shirt and this lovely Coke. How are you, bro?
Yeah, bro. Not too bad. Just
Where the fuck are you at the bush or something? It's all black. Where are you in the fucking garden or something? Where are you?
Nah, this is just my wall.
You got kicked out of the house because you lost on Rugby Live 4 with the Dragons. What happened? What are you doing, bro? Where are you?
Nah. It's just my wall. It's meant to look.
Is that your
blue,
wall?
but
What?
yeah, it's my wall. See?
It genuinely looks like you're at a fucking you're in the bush somewhere. It's all black. It genuinely
Yeah,
does.
bro. I don't know why it looks like that. It's meant to look
Downstairs,
blue.
just on the outside there. Nah, bro. How are you anyway? What's happening?
Yeah. Well, I was meant to do a stream earlier today for
Oh yeah.
the A League. I know that's not
Oh
food related.
yuck. A-League
Yeah.
shit. Yuck.
I don't know. It's on my All Sports channel, so I just thought I could do All Sports.
If you want to watch some real soccer, bro, tune into the Premier League.
Yeah, definitely the Premier League.
I'll be watching it tomorrow night. Actually, 11:30. Chelsea play Leicester. I'll be watching that.
Man, I can't stay up that early in the morning. I get
11:30, bro. I'll be up to fucking 5 a.m. What time do you go to bed? 9 o'clock.
Nah.
Taking the piss, bro, mate. Any questions for us tonight? Any questions, mate? Far away.
Well, my question is, where do you think Brandon Smith will end up?
Brandon Smith, another $1 million question. I'm going to say Brandon Smith. I reckon he'll go to the Dolphins.
Yeah, bro. I can see that
Sam,
happening.
what do you reckon, brother?
Redcliffe. I nearly
I'm
said
with
Gold
ya.
Coast, mate, but I think
Fuck
Redcliffe
that. I
will
walked
be the
out
way.
and say Gold Coast. Yuck. Lorenzo, what do you reckon, brother?
Probably Dolphins because they have the cash to splash. So yeah, I reckon Dolphins.
The Dolphins would be the perfect signing for him.
Yep. I'd be questioning if he went to Gold Coast. I'd be questioning if he was still doing drugs or not.
Yeah, me too, bro. The Gold Coast is full of it. Trust me, I know. I've been there. I know what goes on up at Severs Paradise. I've seen it all happen before. Trust me.
Schoolies happens in a couple of weeks, doesn't it, boys?
Oh yeah, there'll be drugs everywhere. So don't
Imagine
go near
Brandon
that.
Smith and Cameron Munster in Schoolies, eh? Just probably not. Actually, that's a bit weird. Actually,
Guarantee you they'll
Yuck.
all be there,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Right, mate. What other questions you got for us?
My question is, do you think that Dragons will be a bottom 4 team next year?
Who?
The Dragons. Do you think they'll be a bottom 4 team?
Fuck no.
Thank you.
No. They're going to be improving. I'm not going to give away where they're going to come because I don't have a fucking clue. It's too early to say, but
No one does, yeah.
definitely not bottom 4. No way.
Yeah.
Not with that roster that Anthony Griffin has built. He's doing a great job, Anthony Griffin.
The people that do their predictions, like at the moment now, are just dumb because it's way too early. It's the preseason. The preseason just started like a few weeks ago. Like the start of trials hasn't even started yet. So yeah,
Mate,
we'll
what's
just have
going
to
to
wait
happen
and
between
see.
now and then? Oh, seriously, you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yep. Well,
Whatever questions you got for us, mate, ask us anything. We'll answer it. Just ask anything.
yeah, bro. I've got a few questions. I was just trying to remember them at the top of my head now. Yeah, the Roosters get their stadium next year. Do you think they'll be a stronger team than other teams in the top 4?
Well, they're actually not going to be playing a game at that new stadium at Allianz until, I believe, the last or second last round because of they haven't finished it yet due to the Chinese virus that was going crazy. But from what I understand, I think everything's on track for it to be for them at the end of the year. And if the Roosters are good enough for top 4, then they could host the final there. Because I think the Roosters will obviously aim for top 4. And if you know the Roosters as well as we do, that we've been watching footy for a long time, if Roosters don't make top 4 with the team that they've got, then we know it's a disappointment. So their new stadium will be a fortress, and there's no doubt that they will be hard to beat at the new Sydney Football Stadium. There's no doubt. Sam, do you agree with that?
Yeah, under Trent Robinson, mate, besides 2016, all Eastern Suburbs sides are a force to be reckoned with, mate, even though, and Roosters were absolutely depleted this year through injury.
Yeah.
And that's a massive if the Sydney Football Stadium is up and ready by the end of the year, barring any more stoppages or anything to the construction of it all. But yeah, she's on the way. But again, it's almost like asking a prediction for next season, mate. I got no idea.
I gotta say, the Sydney Cricket Ground, the SCG, the Roosters have a great record there as well. So that is a bit of a fortress for the Chooks as well. Lorenzo, what do you think about that? The Roosters' new stadium, will it become a fortress for them?
It could be. I mean, but we don't know because, it's like Sam said, we just don't know. It's going to be one of those things like, it's a bit too early to predict. But, back at Allianz, it should be an advantage for them for sure. I don't think anyone's home ground's an advantage, so it should be good for them.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
Any other questions for us, Billy, before we let someone else jump on?
Yeah, bro. I just got news now that Jack Bird's just about to re-sign with the Dragons on a 2-year deal.
Okay, is he?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Jack Bird re-signing for 2 years. I think it's well-deserved. I think he had a great injury-free season in 2021. Still trying to figure out where he's going to play. There's been rumours of him playing lock and DeBell in the front row. Don't really know why they would even think about that. They've got that many front rows to throw in there. I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll continue to say it. Jack Bird at 5'8" with Ben Hunt at halfback, in my opinion, is the perfect option to go with. But then the question is, who misses out on the bench spot? Jaden Sullivan, Amon, or Moses Mbai? Who misses out? You've got to figure it out. So from what I understand, Jack Bird will probably be the jersey 14 or something like that. But if I was in charge, I would have him at 5'8" with Ben Hunt at halfback. So, Lorenzo, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think Jack Bird's always been a great centre in my opinion. I know he won't play there next year, but I just think Jack Bird's always been a quality centre. Won a premiership there. He's played for, I think, a couple of rep games in the
Origin now. I think you did. I think you played an Origin game there.
Yeah, 2016 or something. Yeah, he's just I think he's an in and out centre. I really think he is, but I think back row is where he's going to play because I think that's what the Dragons will probably use him as a back rower or something. I know they have Tarek Sims and Su'a.
I really hope not.
But it's going to be interesting with Jack Bird because he can play a lot of positions. So which one he plays, we'll have to wait and
What do you
see.
reckon, Sam? Jack Bird.
Yeah, he's almost like a jigsaw puzzle piece that doesn't fit into the entire thing, man. The centre combinations are good. You got Moses Mbai as well there at Saints, man. And if you put him in the second row, all of his really good attributes, his X factor attributes, just sit on the shelf the entire year and collect dust, mate. But again, if you put him into the 5'8" position, you sort of halt or stunt Amon or Sullivan's development. So, yeah, she's a tough one, but Jack Bird's got to be in the 17 in order for the Dragons to make the top 8. That's bottom line.
I don't want to say this and to piss people off. And Billy, I know this might annoy you a little bit, but you've got Tyrell Sloan at fullback. Lomax could play there, and I could put Bird and Sulu centers. Don't write that off just yet. They might want to be patient with Sloan, so don't write that off yet. You've got Bird who can play 6, Mbai can play 6, Sullivan and Amon. If I'm Jaden Sullivan or if I'm Amon, I hate to say this, but I'm looking maybe elsewhere because I'm not going to get a run in this 17 because you can't fit Mbai, Amon, and Sullivan. Mbai just went there on okay money. Sullivan, Amon. In my opinion, one of them probably has to leave because they're probably just going to be New South Wales Cup players until then. So if I'm one of them, I'm looking elsewhere, to be honest.
Bro, may I just say, Nick, I have actually found a way to fit them all in the team.
You've actually found a way. Righto. Coach, Rugby League Roundup. Go on, bro.
Okay. If I get my team list, my predicted team list for 2022 out now,
Throw it out.
I'll go to the Dragons. It's not too far down on my documents. Yep. It's Friday, 6 o'clock, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so this is my team. So I've got Tyra Sloan at fullback, Cody Ramsey in number 2, and in number 5 I've got REVILL. In the centres I've got Moses Sully and Zach Lomax. At number 6 I've got Talatau Moan, and at number 7 I've got Ben Hunt. In the front row I've got Blake Laurie and Francis Molo starting. In the hooker position I've got Andrew McCulloch. In the second row, or in the back row, I've got Tarek Sims and Jay Sewer. On number 13 I've got Jack DeBellin. In number 14, I've got Jaden Sullivan. Number 15, I've got George Burgess. Number 16 is Jack Bird. And number 17 is Moses Mbai.
I don't like it. The bench sucks. You've got one forward. You've got no, who the fuck comes on for Francis Molo or Laurie when they're tired? I mean, I like your creative idea, but I'm going to stand by and say Sullivan or Ramon, one of them's probably going to go because of the whole, they can't fit them all in.
Yeah, bro.
Anyway, we'll see what happens, bro. The Dragons got about 10,000 front rows to choose from. They've got that many of them. But, mate, thanks for coming on the show tonight. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for letting me come on.
No worries, bro. Go and check out Rugby League Roundup on YouTube, guys. He has a YouTube channel. Go and check it out. Thank you, Billy. And there goes our good Dragons friend, Billy. Thanks for coming on, brother. Go and subscribe to his channel if you haven't already.
Nick, I think you're right, man. I think there is going to be a eventual squeeze on one of those two very promising young men.
I hate to say it. Someone's going, bro. You can't fit Sullivan in. You can't fit Amon in. You've got Mbai who just went there. Jack Bird's the X factor. He can play any position. The only way they're all going to, or they can't all fit in. If you want to be a bit technical, you give Tyrell Sloan another year in reserve grade to just get better at his game. Don't rush him in. You go Lomax at fullback, which I only tried one game. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. Bird goes in the centers with Sully. You go in the halves. You go with Amon and Hunt. And then on the bench, you figure out, do you go with Jaden Sullivan or do you go with Moses Mbai? Someone's missing out. But I got to say, it's a good headache for the Dragons to have because they got a bit of depth there. If one gets injured, then the other one just comes straight in.
But to answer Rugby League Roundup's question, ultimately, man, again, it's a prediction. That's way too early. But they have a forward pack with Ben Hunt that should keep them well outside the top 4, man. They've got a massive forward pack in 2022.
They've got a great team on paper. I mean, they look good on paper. I think they're a genuine top 8 contender. I'm not going to say they're going to make the 8. I'm not going to say they're going to miss the 8. But what I will tell you is they finished 11th in 2021. In my opinion, the Dragons will be one of those teams, between 7 and 12. They'll be fighting for spots. But, let's face facts here, lads. I don't know if you will agree with this. If the barbecue situation doesn't happen, the Dragons make the 8 because guess what? When the season finished, I think they only won 2 games out of the last 10 or something. All they would have had to do was win 2 games and they make the 8. That's all they had to do. So, to take the barbecue situation out of the way, the Dragons make the 8. They probably do, right? 2 wins is all I needed. 2 wins.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
They probably sneak into 8th.
Yeah, they probably do, mate. They probably don't beat Manly in that run home to it.
Nah.
Yeah, they probably do. They probably do to sneak in.
They probably sneak in somewhere. But the barbecue it fucked the whole year up. But anyway, enough of the Dragons. Good luck to them, and hopefully they go well next year. And they've got a few puzzles to mess around with there, with the whole Sullivan, Amon, Mbai, Bird. They've got to try and fit them all in one way or another. But I think one of them's going to miss out, and I think it might be Sullivan or Ramon. I don't know which one, but I think one of them's going to miss out. Let's move on to this whole Josh Hodgson's thing. So Josh Hodgson's apparently reported to be going to the Tigers. Apparently it was meant to be announced today. I haven't heard shit. Canberra falling down a fucking cliff, as we know. Hodgson to the Tigers. I mean, if they get him, their spine next year is looking like Dane Laurie at fullback, Dewey Hastings in the halves, Hodgson at 9 and Peachy at 13. I mean, it's definitely not bottom 4 material. It's definitely improving. I think that's a very decent team, man. I'll start with you, Lorenzo, because you want to have a talk about this one. What do you think? If Hodgson goes to the Tigers, how much do they improve?
They'll improve quite a bit because, they've got an actual dummy half now. I mean, Jacob Little's not a good dummy half, in my opinion. I think he's terrible, in my opinion. Jake Simpkins young, so he'll probably learn from Hodgson once he retires. So I like the move because Hodgson's obviously an experienced player, and he's a leader. Like, he's an actual leader. That's what Tigers need, an actual, good leader to, for some of their players to look up to. And that's what Hodgson is, someone that they can look up to. So, I like the move, and it's going to help the Tigers a lot, I think. I think it's going to be, one that could help them maybe get out of the bottom 4. And you know what? Maybe be around that 10th to 11th spot, even pushing for a top 8 spot. They're lucky. I think that's that's how big of a buy Hodgson is and what effect he might bring.
Yeah, for sure, bro. What about you, Sam? What do you reckon?
It's a great point ProEnzo made just then about his leadership skills. He could be someone that would take the C automatically for sure. He's a great competitor, and he'd be sort of that answer to what the halves combination is going to be whilst Adam Dewey is out for the first half of next season. Luke Brooks, if he doesn't sign with Newcastle, he's going to be somewhere in the 13, 17 team list every weekend. But with Hodgson there, man, it just eases a bit more pressure. And gee whiz, if they can collect enough wins and the spine that you just said, then it's exciting. It's exciting for West Tigers fans.
Oh, you said Luke Brooks, and I just want to put my head in some soup.
Sorry,
Good
bro.
God. Luke Brooks. Can they just get rid of him? I mean, Luke Brooks is obviously the cancer of the Tigers. I hate saying that word, but it's the fucking truth. It really is. Luke Brooks is the cancer of the West Tigers. I'm sorry, Tigers fans. I am sorry for saying that, but it's the truth, and the truth hurts sometimes. But I will say it again because I want it to sink in. Luke Brooks is the cancer of the West Tigers.
Fuck me dead, Nick. Like, no.
And also, I will go on record and say, Luke Brooks is fucking shit.
Yep.
He might be the most overpaid, overrated halfback I've ever seen. That bloke could not organise a night out with the boys, let alone organise a team on the field to victory. The bloke's got no idea. Absolutely no idea.
Certainly overpaid. He is certainly overpaid. And if it was in his 3rd year, I'd probably say, Nick, man, why are you calling him the cancer for? Why? But he's not. He's been there for approximately 10 years now, man.
2013, round 25 or something was his debut.
8 years, 7 years now. The Grim Reaper's knocking for him, mate. He's looking for him now.
Seriously, Luke Brooks makes Ash Failure look like $1 million. Seriously. Luke Brooks, my God, I have given this bloke chance after chance. And at the end of the day, and the reality is, I don't want to say it again, but I'm going to because I want to piss the Tigers fans off because I need to hear the truth. Luke Brooks is the cancer of the West Tigers. What the fuck is wrong with that club? They can't decide whether they want to play at Leichhardt or Campbelltown. They're too fucking busy figuring out that. Michael Maguire, he's got a lot of issues to work on. Seriously, I might be bagging the Tigers right now, but I would love them to make the finals and please do well. But fuck me. Until you get rid of Luke Brooks, I'm sorry, but you're going to have cake all over your face because it ain't going up with Luke Brooks there.
Yeah, well, they need to do a few editing. They need to make a few edits in the boardroom as well, just quietly, the West Tigers.
They need to do some fucking edits on their training drills. Their defense last year, my God. When they were on, they were on. I mean, at Magic Round, they were good to watch because they were beating up Newcastle. They were good to watch there. But then when they play Melbourne, they pump by 60. I'm like, you sad cunts. And look, come on, Tigers. Pull your heads in. Seriously, have some guts, you cunts. You're weak. They've got no leaders. They're a washed-up club. And I hate saying this, but this is going to sound as bad as what I said about the Tigers, but just before about Luke Brooks being a cancer to him. The West Tigers, they are a mentally weak club. Like, I'm not even joking.
But that's fair to say, Nick.
Mentally, they can't handle these games. So people are going to say, "Oh, how dare you bash the Tigers? How dare you talk negative about them?" I will say whatever the fuck I want whenever I want. You get some big content creators out there that think they run the social media platform. I think they're big because they have heaps of followers and they want to kiss ass all the time. And they don't have the balls to say what I say. And I will say it again. Luke Brooks is the cancer of the West Tigers. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's proven. And people say, "Oh, look at Brooksy here. Look, his running game is so good." Is it really? His running game is dog shit. So anyone out there that wants to defend Luke Brooks, show me a great accolade that he's done in his career, and then we'll have a conversation. But until then, Luke Brooks is nothing but a New South Wales Cup reserve grade player at best.
So for round 1 next year, Luke Brooks at halfback and Jackson Hastings at 5'8". Is that probably what's going to happen, boys?
It'd be the other way around for me. Hastings can be 7, Brooks can be 6. But again, that don't work. That combination doesn't fucking work. How's Luke Brooks going to play with Hastings? Hastings is a game manager, but he can run the ball well. Brooks can't game manage his fucking girlfriend into bed. He's got no idea. The cunt's probably a virgin still for all we know. Look at him. He's fucked. Look at the cunt. He can't even fucking lead a team to victory. He can't run the ball. He's got no idea. Luke Brooks is a joke.
But Josh Hodgson would be an amazing pickup for West Tigers. He would be.
Yeah. Him and Hastings and Dane Laurie are their only hope. If Luke Brooks is there, Luke Brooks is going to make Hastings look bad, I'm telling you.
Again, man, if Tigers can get enough wins for the first half of next year, man, and then
Against
have
who?
Adam Dewey, and then have Adam Dewey come back in, man, yeah, it'll be interesting.
So they're playing Melbourne in round 1, and there's no Munster and there's no Brendan Smith.
Maybe.
If I can't win that, they're never going to win against anyone.
Remember their start to 2019? Do you remember their start to 2019 or 18?
Born back to back, yes.
Yeah,
I remember.
or something like that. Yeah, hopefully it happens for him again.
I played the Roosters on a Saturday afternoon game at the SCG or the SFS. I think it was the SFS. And I think Corey Thompson got the goal in the corner to win the game or something. And then I think the next week they beat Melbourne in Melbourne by like 2 points or something.
Did too, yeah.
And then they beat Melbourne again 3 weeks later or something in New Zealand in a double header.
And then and you know what? They didn't make the top 8 that year because they got fucking robbed against the Brisbane Broncos in Campbelltown on that Friday night game. That was an awful game, man.
Let's move on from the Tigers, and I just want to say it one more time because everyone's laughing and everyone's enjoying this. Luke Brooks is the cancer of the West Tigers. Let's move on. You guys look like you're going to start stitching up. Look at you smirking and shit. Sam and Lorenzo. Oh, God.
If you're a junior rugby league player that wants to make it into first grade, look forward to some of these sprays from some of the YouTube NRL content creators in the next couple of years, eh?
Exactly.
Just don't look good on highlights and be a shit cum when you make it. Simple as that. Say it again. I'll say it again one more time, just for the viewers out there. Luke Brooks is a Luke Brooks is a cancer to the West Tigers. Let's move on from the West Tigers. Let's get Liam on here, the rugby gamer, Liam Cowboys. Let's get him on here. I can see him in the green room. Let's get him on. Let's have a chat with him. Get him on here for 10 minutes or so. Liam, the rugby gamer, mate, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's good to hear from you, mate. What's been happening?
Not much.
Any questions for us, brother?
Yeah. So what do we think on the Eels letting go of Isaiah Papali'i?
Well, we've spoken about it before.
We spoke about it a couple of minutes ago.
Some of the Eels fans, apparently, they feel a little bit betrayed. The Tigers fans are having a barbecue outside James Tamo's house, from what I understand. But, mate, I think it's a big loss of Parramatta. What do you reckon?
I reckon it's a good signing for the Tigers. they're moving in the right direction. Madge is doing the right job.
With Luke Brooks still there, I can't see it.
I
They've got to get rid of him.
I think they do need to get rid of him, but I think there's good signs there because they have
There is,
shown. They have shown. I think if Adam Dewey didn't do his ACL, I think Luke Brooks would not be at the Tigers right now. I think
Whether
Adam
they
Dewey
do good
and
next year or
Hastings.
not remains to be seen. But my God, I don't know about the Tigers, man. Don't know. Whatever questions you got for us, mate, ask us anything.
Yeah. So a lot of people have been saying on Instagram, us Cowboys are going to get the spoon next season. What are our thoughts on that? Because I just keep on getting. It just pisses me off that everyone, like literally everyone I'm speaking to, just says we're going to get the spoon. Like it just
Enzo, I
makes
want
me.
your opinion first, bro. What do you reckon? Cowboys for the spoon or hell no? What do you reckon?
Oh, look, it's too early to predict, but I will say that I don't really see much from the Cowboys next year. You know, see much from next year. I don't think there's a whole lot going on for them next year. I don't really see them going well. I know that's too early to say, but I just don't think they're going to be anything great next year. But I'm not saying they're going to get the wooden spoon. I'm just saying I don't think there's anything to go. Yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just rip it off like a Band-Aid, ProEnzo. Just rip it off like a Band-Aid. We're going to get the wooden spoon next year, aren't we, mate? Hey, just say it.
Bro, it's like the season's just starting. I'm hanging out at your house there in Sydney. We're hanging out, mate. I'm jumping on your bike, and I'm like, Cowboys for the top 8. You push me on the bike, and I fall over and graze my knee. You bastard. I want hope. You're giving me no hope. You son of a bitch.
Oh, we'll see. But I don't know. I'm just that's my first thoughts. That is my honest thoughts.
No, respect, man. Give it Cowboys top 8. Cowboys top 8 next
Top
year.
8.
I love you, Sam. You're beautiful, man. I love hearing that.
Thank you.
They fucking better make the top 8, or there's going to be a big fucking problem.
There's going to be a 5 years of failure video from Nick from Australia.
Oh, that'll be
deluxe,
fucking guaranteed.
Deluxe edition.
5
Oh,
years.
it'll be more than deluxe edition. It'll be fucking worse. Seriously, if we finish bottom 4 again next year, I will probably put my fist through a window and just smash it all in. Like, I will literally flip.
I'm sick of bottom 4.
Don't even talk about bottom 4. Let's talk about the future. How good's Helam Lukey? I love this kid. He's got to be
so
starting
good.
back row.
He is so good. He's like an athletic Tamalolo. That's what I see out of him. He's so athletic, and he's just so, and he has the strength of Tamalolo.
Mate,
And he can play back row.
watching Helam Lukey's like walking into a pub and you chuck your last $20 on this horse at 100 to 1 and you win this big money. And then you go to the pub, you go to the counter, you say, I want 5 beers. It's on the boys. That's what it's like watching Helam Lukey. This kid's a superstar. I like this kid.
That is a sick analogy, bro. I like that a lot, man. That is awesome. And you're right. And I totally understand what you mean by that weird analogy too, mate. He is a very promising young signing for North Queensland. And this is just another way out there prediction, but he would not look out of place with the C next to his name in the next 5 to 7 years or so, man. I like the way he carries himself. He's only going to get bigger as well, man. He's only 19, 20 years of age, bro. He's only going to get bigger and stronger, mate. Watch this space.
Yeah, bro. No doubt.
It's scary.
Absolutely no doubt. Right, Liam, what else you got for us, brother? What other questions are you gonna fire at us?
What have he's got planned for the off season? Is there anything planned?
Oh,
like any
off
holidays?
season?
Yeah.
Mate, it's been tough. I've got to say, I've still got 6 more season reviews to do. I've got Parramatta to do, Roosters, Manly, South, Penrith, and Melbourne to do yet. Once I get them 6 out of the way. Obviously, I did those rankings, which was very fun on tier list, which was very good. As for December and January, I'm not too sure, man. You can't be doing 2022 predictions in January. I think it's far too early. Even February is too early for me, man. The season starts March 10, I believe. You got to be doing it in at least a week before the season or the first week of March, because you can't be doing it so early, because injuries can happen in pre-season and the next minute there goes your tip. So a lot can happen, but probably just going to keep coming up with video ideas. I've got a few things in mind I'm still going to come up with. Lorenzo, what about you, bro? What do you got planned for the off season?
Yeah, I think it's December or like late December to early January. I might do some predicted teams for like 1 to 17s for each club for next for 2022, because that's usually when I do that. Then I might do some top 10, top 5 videos, like, you know, for example, top 10 players that have a point to prove in 2022, or like top 5 signings for next season. You know, those sort of videos. You know, that's obviously going to be my content for the off season. But yeah, more to come.
What about you, Sam? Much plan?
Yeah, Rugby Gamer. Thanks for asking, mate. Thanks, Nick. So it's my first year of being a rugby league YouTuber, mate. Not even, and this is my first off season, and just trying to find my way as far as creating content. But I can tell you that I for as long as I can, once a fortnight on average, there'll be group discussions with multiple people, and you're certainly invited yourself, Rugby Gamer. But at the moment, it's just going to be the NFL tips and then group discussions on topics that other people aren't talking about, and followed by some Cowboys signing news as well, man, because, I mean, that's what my channel is all about, mate. More Cowboys news, man.
Yeah.
Sweet as. Liam, mate, what's that jumper you're wearing? Is that a Philadelphia Eagles jumper?
Oh, it's Baltimore.
Yeah, I go for Baltimore.
Oh,
Baltimore Ravens.
Yuck.
Oh.
Yuck.
I went to the funny story. I went to San Francisco about 5 years ago, and it was, for some reason, there was a Baltimore jersey inside this little, like, it was like a convenience store or some shit. But
wow,
there was like a Baltimore jersey. They had no other teams. It was Baltimore Ravens in San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco's always been talked about over here because good old Hainsey went over there.
Yep, it was actually around the time Haynes went over.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, you go for the Baltimore Ravens. Sam, who the fuck do you go for again? I'm trying to remember.
You better get this. Come on, man. You better.
I know Entertain House goes for the Packers.
No! Oh, Seattle Seahawks for me, and then Kansas City Chiefs for
Kansas City for
Mr. Entertain House. Yes.
Well, I go for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, you got nothing. You got no opinion because you follow the Patriots.
Because, one, Tom Brady was there, but the main reason why I go for the Patriots is because I go for the Boston Celtics in the NBA, so it makes sense. So that's why.
Living in Australia.
Do you have a team in the NFL?
No, fuck NFL. Don't get it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I can't say that because I haven't watched it. Because I haven't watched it, obviously, like a lot, but I just don't.
It's not bad, man. It's entertaining.
Yeah, not.
It's a hard watch, though, man. If it's a bad game and it's 3.5 hours long, dude, it's a hard watch. And then,
anything else for us, brother? Any other questions?
Who do you think the Cowboys' spine will be?
For me, I would go Hammer at fullback, Drinkwater 5'8", Townsend halfback, and Robson at hooker. That's what I would do. Bingo. And I'll throw Dal Holmes in the centers.
Bingo.
Sam?
Bingo. Exactly.
Exactly the same. Lorenzo?
Yeah, I'd go the same.
Yeah. All right. The Rugby Gamer, Liam, thanks for coming on, bro. I really appreciate it. It was a good chat. And, mate, thanks for coming on the Nick from Australia Late Night Footy Show tonight.
Thanks for having me.
No worries, bro. Have a good night. And there goes good old Liam. Love me some young Cowboys fans. Good Liam. I didn't know he went to fucking America. He kept that one quiet. But good on him.
I reckon we should just give ProEnzo an NFL team right now. He's a Seagull supporter. I reckon we should give him the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah,
I reckon that's what we should do. You are a Philadelphia fan now, ProEnzo.
All right, sweet. I hope they're good. That better be a good team.
They're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. But it makes sense. Though.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Sam,
true.
you
Makes
just-
sense.
You just dogged the shit out- You just dogged him. You just dogged him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right, we're going to get another
Nah, it's
guest
all
on
good.
very soon who we are all good friends with. We'll get him on very, very soon.
Always.
Sam, mate, any
Yes, sir.
topics in your mind that you want to discuss, mate? I didn't even write nothing down. Like I said, it was all off script tonight.
I got two things, man. And ProEnzo, I might need your help here too.
Yep.
And maybe we can have the next guest talk about it. The Kangaroos Draw got unveiled approximately 20 minutes before we came on air tonight, Nick.
I haven't seen it.
Yep. So that's the absolute most breaking news in the rugby league world at the moment.
I haven't seen shit, to be honest.
New Zealand's draw also got released for the World Cup next year as well.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
Saw that.
Where can I find this draw?
I found it through Twitter on the Kangaroos page,
There's a few games there. Oh, yeah, nice.
but I have not
I'll
seen it
I'll
yet.
talk
though.
about that at a different time. I don't even know what the draw. I don't even know what the draw is. I'll talk about
That's
it at a
cool.
different time.
That's cool, man.
Lorenzo, mate, Dylan Walker re-signs with Manly along with Carl Lawton. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm good. I like that actually. That's really good for the club, and I think that's a good moves by both. Yeah, I guess it's good to lock them both up because I think they're both great versatile players. Yeah, Dylan Walker. You know, I've always been a big fan of Dylan Walker. You know, I know he's obviously been hated many times because of obviously the things he's done, but I've always really liked him as a player. I think he's someone who brings a lot to that Manly team personally. And yeah, I think he's going to go well next season. I still don't understand why he re-signed for only 1 year because that's a bit interesting because initially there was a 2-year deal offer, but then it went down to 1 year and he took that instead. So if that means he might be on the outer next after 2022, I'm not sure, but maybe Manly are just playing it safe. But yeah, look, either way, it's good to lock him up because he's a good player and looking forward to seeing him play a bit more games. And I will say, I bet you're gonna like when I say this, Nick, but yeah, Dylan Walker will have to play the centres next year, hopefully, over Brad Parker. I think I'd have Walker over Parker any day in the centres. I mean,
Look out for the Dolphins.
yeah, well, the Dolphins may come swooping. You never know. They have to
They'll
catch a
come
splash.
swooping in like a big eagle coming out of this Manly beach. They'll go, whoosh. You mind Dylan Walker? Who knows, honestly. But I wouldn't be shocked. Kyle Lawton's not a bad re-signing as well. But the other news as well that happened as well. Cade Cust gone, going to Wigan. Sam, I want your opinion on this one. Cade Cust gone. I don't get Manly with the situation. So let me get this right. They chose Cade Cust over Lachlan Croker at the hooker position this year, and they chose Brad Parker over Moses Sully. I think they should have done the complete opposite. What do you reckon, Sam?
I'm not too sure about Cade Cust, if I'm being honest with you, mate. As far as the other signings go, man, Carl Lawton is a tenacious player, and I like him a lot. And Dylan Walker punched everyone in the face this year, man. He got well back into form, and so good on him. But as far as Cade Cust goes, man, if he's off to Wigan, then all the absolute best to him, mate. But I just have not kept an eye on Cade Cust, I'm sorry.
Lorenzo, what do you reckon, bro?
To be fair, I'm not really too upset about losing Cade Cust. I'm not really too concerned. You know, he's very replaceable. Yeah, look, I guess because I think he is a good young player. I think, he will be a bit of depth missing for that Manly team, the halves, especially if Ford and Sherry Evans go down. He's obviously not going to be there as depth. But yeah, with the contract, like he's going to be going to the Wigan Warriors next year. Then maybe by the time his contract ends over in England by, I think, say 2024, when his contract's ended up, he might, if he chooses to go back to Australia. Apparently, Manly want to have the first dibs to sign him back. So keep an eye on that because I think he'll be 26 by then, and I think by 2024, 2023, Sherry Evans will be retired. So he may just come back with a bit more game experience over the Super League and, come in as that halfback. So that's the whole contract situation there, in case you're wondering. But yeah, he's replaceable. I think he's replaceable.
Maybe exactly what he needs, mate, and come back to Manly and keep the bloody momentum going with Tommy Turbo and Jake.
Fair enough. Before we get Nathan on, I just want to give another big thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Like I said at the start of the video, man, Manscaped, they are an incredible sponsor. Make sure you guys go and check out Manscaped. The website's available online everywhere. I'm going to say the Lawnmower 4.0, man. Great shaver. It's great for your balls, man. It has new skin-safe technology so you don't nick your balls. You know, if you're having a shave down lows or something, maybe too much hair, you know, you might go to Woolworths or Coles and get one of those shavers and you might nick yourself and you might start bleeding. You don't want that. I'll tell you right now, if you get the Lawnmower 4.0, that won't be happening. You will be protected. It will stop you from nicking your balls. It's fantastic. The package, it comes with the Lawnmower 4.0, ball deodorant, which is outstanding as well. And the ball toner is fantastic as well. And it has all sorts of other great stuff as well. So once again, thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring the video.
Nick,
yeah,
what do your balls smell like at the moment?
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. I don't know, bro. I'm not going to say that on camera.
But what does the deodorant smell like? What do your balls smell like?
Well, buy one and find out. It's outstanding.
I should. With the code Nick from Australia on manscaped.com.
The code is right there, lads.
Yes.
Look at the code. Look at it. NFA. Get on there right now.
Not
Get on
Nick
there,
from Australia,
lads.
NFA. Yes.
Get on there. Just NFA. That's all you got to do. It's fucking outstanding. It's
What
one
do
of the
your
best
balls
things
smell
I've
like,
ever done.
Nick?
The what?
What?
You must get it. It's recommended. It's absolutely recommended. So go on to Manscaped, fellas, and I guarantee you right now you will not be disappointed. We're going to get Nathan on in about 5 to 10 minutes' time. So, Nathan, I can see you in the green room there, bro. We'll get you on very soon. We're also going to have the gambling segment on in a few minutes as well, which I've always got to do with the late night show, the gambling segment. We're probably only going to go with $5 tonight. I want to save some money tomorrow for the big races in Sydney and Melbourne. But there's a race coming up in 4 minutes at Mandurah, which is over there in Perth, the Greyhounds. So we'll try and pick something there and try and win some dollars. But until then, let's have a chat about something else. Lorenzo, mate, I've got to say, your YouTube channel is growing bigger and bigger. Mate, in the future, do you see yourself building like a big fucking studio and it's like ProEnzo Vidz, the whole studio, you got like a mic and all that? Mate, how big do you see your YouTube channel getting?
Oh, yeah, it should get big. If I continue to keep on going, then it should. I think 1,284 subscribers are currently at. So, you know, if I keep going for another 5, 6, even 7 years, you know, I'll probably be like really big and I might get more support and I probably will get like a bit of wishful thinking, but, you know, I could get a studio and stuff like that or whatever, something big, obviously. So,
your channel's going well, bro. I love your channel now. I don't always comment on the videos. Like I watch Rugby League History's videos all the time. I watch your videos all the time. So same with Sam. I don't always comment because I just simply forget. I never comment on videos anymore because every time I comment on someone's video that comes on my show, you know what happens? They spam the shit out of me and I have to delete my comment and it drives me insane. So that's why I don't comment much all the time. I just watch the video. But mate, your channel's improving. Sam, your channel's getting bigger and bigger as the time goes on, and I'm sure you'll be at 1K subs in no time. My subscribers at the moment, in case you guys were wondering, at the moment, I'm currently at 1,635 subscribers. The road to 2K is on its way. Probably won't get to 2K by the end of this year. Hopefully by Magic Round. Hopefully we're at 2K by then, which will be a fantastic achievement. But yeah, it's been a great journey so far, and I'll continue to do YouTube as long as I live. I love it. I love the fans. I love the people, and the people make the channel great because you got to remember as well, if the people don't tune in, there is no video. You know, that's why I appreciate when people take the time out of their day to tune into my videos and watch it because it's outstanding. And a lot of people complain about Fox and Channel 9, and people rather watch me. So next year when I'm doing my reviews on the games, I've got to say right now, next year when I'm doing my Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday and Sunday football reviews, they will be live from now on. They won't be an uploaded video. They will be live on YouTube, every single review. So Thursday night will be when the game ends, live straight away. Friday night, live. Saturday night, I'll be reviewing all 3 games live on YouTube. Same with Sunday. So it's a lot better to do it that way. I think it'd be better doing it live instead of uploaded videos and stuff. I think live streams are the way to go. So that'll be happening next year. We got the race on in about a minute, so it's time to pick something out. So this is the gambling segment. If you're under the age of 18, do not bet. So we're at Mandurah Race 2. It's the only race we're going to do tonight. We're going to get Nathan on after this race is over. I'm just having a look at the market right now. Not bad. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Sam and Lorenzo, you guys are going to pick a number each. I'm gonna chuck it in a quinella, which means it has to come first and second in any order. And if it happens, then I win. So I'll start with you, Sam. What number, mate? Between 1 and 8.
4.
That's paying $46, so very nice odds. Lorenzo, pick a number, mate.
Number 8.
That's paying $9.50. So if it wins, you're going to make me a really rich man, fellas. So I'll chuck $1 on it. I don't want to go extreme. I'm going to go... I like number 8. Number 9. It's called Rebellion Bay. It's paying $9. I'm going to chuck a cheeky $2. Hang on, let's go. No. Let's go $3 on it. We're going to put it on for a bet return. So if it comes second, I'll get a bonus bet back. So I'm going to go with number 8. And I'm also going to go a first 4, which is ballsy as fuck because first 4s are so unpredictable. I'm going to go with the first 4. I'm going to go, let's go 2, 3, 5, and 8. Let's go that in the first 4. It has to come in that order, which is very hard to get. But when you gamble, you just never know what's going to happen. So hopefully we get this quinella plus the win. But hey, imagine if the 8 wins and then 4 comes second. I'll get the $27 win plus the fucking the quinella, which will pay anything, to be honest. So it's on any minute now. It's already minus 40 seconds. So I'll chuck it on when it's about to jump. So we'll see how we go. And here we go. The race is about to jump. So I'll watch it here. Can't show it on the screen, obviously. So let's see if we can win. And they are racing. Here we go. Go, 8. 8's going good. 4's fucked. Come on, 8. Go, 8. Go. Come on, 8. For $27. Fuck off, number 2. No. The 2's tracking it. Come on, 8. Just keep kicking. Oh, fuck. No. 8. Go. Kick harder. Oh, fuck. Watch out for the 3. Hold on. Fuck. It got second. Oh. Don't fuck your name. Came second. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to wait about 2 minutes until that comes in, and then I will pick a different one when it's ready. So probably 5 minutes at Sandown Park. I have to pick something out there, but the 8 just went a little bit too quick too early. It didn't really pace itself, sort of gas itself out too early, and then at the end it was gone. Had nothing left. Fuck. Damn it.
Number 4 is going to fight himself out back in the woodshed later on tonight, isn't he?
You can blame the dog all you want, but I'm going to blame the trainer. He probably didn't train the dog properly. He probably just fucking fed the cunt some ham, and then he got fat, and then it couldn't run. That's what I'm guessing. It's probably sitting there in the lounge room watching MasterChef, sitting there with his ham. Gives the dog about a liter of ham, eats the ham, races the next day, puts on a bit of weight, goes to race, comes last.
Who knows?
Fucking idiots. What a fucking idiot. Righto, let's get Nathan on. Nathan B. Moore, let's get him on here. How you going, Nathan? I can see you laughing in the green room there before.
Fucking whoever fucking trained number 8, fuck me dead.
Number 4, bro. Number 4 came last. Number 8 went hard, but he got himself out.
Oh, 4.
I backed the 8 for $27, but I ended up getting second because it went too quick. But the 4 was
Okay.
it came dead last by a long way. Sam wants it to be out behind the shed. I fucking want the trainer to be taken out. Anyway, the dogs are the dogs.
Yellow. Just yellow.
It's all right. I'll have to call Gorilla
Yeah,
John.
he's all going. Just get him out of
Gorilla
prison.
John would call.
I'm good. Oh, we got to go left, man. We got to go hard left, man, if we're going to start talking Gorilla John. I'm good, man. Yo.
How are you,
Really
Nathan?
jamming.
Oh,
Nathan.
tired, but fantastic. Absolutely busting, man. Fantastic.
I've got a small problem with you at the moment. I'm just looking at you. I can see your dragons in the background. I thought you were a Cowboys fan. You betrayed me. How dare you? Look at that dragon swing in the background.
Nathan, what are you wearing?
Where is it?
Oh, my God. What are you wearing? ProEnzo,
Nathan.
you got the eyes of an eagle.
I've got a pajama.
Nathan, what are you wearing?
Nah, this is just
I
my
can't believe it.
regular. This is just my regular shirt wear. This is just
Nathan.
my regular shirt wear.
You've seen the
You
light. You've seen the light.
sanctimonious son of a bitch.
You've seen the light, Nathan.
You
All
sanctimonious
right,
son
hang
of a
on.
bitch.
Hang on.
Go back to the train station and pray, you poor bastard.
Hang on.
Hang on.
We're live.
Whoa,
Well, that's
whoa,
Oh,
fuck me.
late
Damn,
night
kids.
indeed.
Put the
Hey?
skin away, mate. I fucking call Jenny Craig. Jesus
All right,
Christ.
boys. I had a bit to drink.
Oh,
I saw your
boo.
stomach. You look like
Oh,
you've been fucking eating about 5 cheeseburgers. You
Oh,
bloody
no.
clown.
20. Nah.
Fuck, no, you're scaring the kids, mate.
The bandwagon.
People under the age of 14 watch this show.
Everyone's leaving. Nah.
Oh, mate, the chat's going to start disliking if
fucking
you
hell.
do that again.
Well, this is this is true. There is a
And the
Warriors
time-
jersey in the back as well.
Nathan,
Yeah,
this is
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
OnlyFans. Wait, what? Warriors jersey? Where?
Yeah,
Oh,
top left
yeah,
of your
yeah.
screen.
Right there.
You
How
really
dare
are the
you
rugby
come
league
on to
bandwagoner
Nick
for a
from
reason, aren't you?
Australia's show, man, and do this, huh?
Nathan, we love you,
Oh.
and we're taking the piss out of you. We love you, bro.
Hey, dude.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm under the pump. Nah.
You son of
It's
a
all
bitch.
good.
How dare you.
Oh, gee.
I'm only joking, bro. We love
Oh,
Nathan.
gee. What good entertainment. How good.
We love Nathan B. Moore. He's a great bloke. I tell you what, time for the gambling segment number 2. So what we got $3 bonus bets. You know what we're going to do? We're going to split them into 3 $1 bonus bets. We're going to go for a winner. So we're going to chuck $1 on the 8 again. If the 8 wins, we're going to win ourselves $20. So that'll be a feed tomorrow. Some hot chips or something like that. We're going to go for a trifecta. There's this dog called Lakeview Walter. What a weird name.
Lakeview Walter.
Fucking, who the fuck names these dogs? Like, seriously. We're going to go with
stupid.
trifecta. We're going to go 1, 4, 7. And just in case we get fucked over for the wrong order, we're going to go 1, 7, 4. Because I'd rather come second and third be... I'd rather have the first one the wrong order than second and third, man. So we're going to go 1, 4, 7, 1, 7, 4, and we're going to back the 8 straight out. So we'll see how we go. This race is about to jump as well. This is at Sandown Park, race number 11. So let's try and make some money live on the Nick from Australia late night footy show. If we don't win, well, we don't win. But the people want to see a winner. And that's exactly what I'm hoping to get here at this race. So They're about to put him in
First
the boxes
First
there.
up off the
Hopefully
line, we
the
have
8 doesn't
cutting
get
his arm
fucked
and a
up
half.
again. Hopefully the 4 doesn't come last. But here we go. Let's see how we go. Come on. And they are all away. Number 8 jumped fairly good, and the 8's going pretty well. Come on, 8. Get a run, 8. Come on, 8. It's up to you because 4's fucked and 7's
Go,
fucked.
8.
Come on, 1. Oh, 8. What are you
Go,
doing?
8.
What the fuck are you
Come
doing?
on, 8.
The cunt's gonna get top 3, I reckon. Oh, got bumped again. You got 4th. You pink cunt. Go and hang out at the fucking Scooby-Doo ride at Dreamworld or Movie World, you stupid cunt. The trainer's name is Angelia Langton. Well, you just cost me $1, you bitch. You can buy me some Coke tomorrow, you dumb cunt. Fuck Angelia. Cost me $5, you cunts. Oh, what? All good. Fuck the dog races. They're so unpredictable. You literally don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, let's move on to some good stuff. Nathan, mate, any questions for us tonight, brother?
Let's talk about some footy. Oh, gee. Yeah, what's because I don't know if you, I just don't know if you've seen the draw yet, Nick. But what's your thoughts on the Rugby League World Cup draw
Haven't seen it.
and the pools and that we're in?
Genuinely haven't seen it.
Alright.
I'm not going to even bother looking at it. I'll look at it later. Oh, I don't know, man. I haven't seen it. I think I might have saw New Zealand's one, but didn't really see it. But yeah, I heard it was good.
Yeah,
Sam's looking it
we're
up, I'm assuming.
in our pool. We're in with Fiji, Italy, and Scotland, I think.
I'm going for England. What's England's draw?
Ooh.
We better have a good draw.
England. Well, I haven't seen the. Okay.
Is that on the NRL website?
No, it's on the Twitter.
Oh, okay, it's on Twitter. Okay, not bad.
Fiji.
versus Italy, is it?
No. Australia has Fiji, Scotland, and Italy.
Australia got lucky. They got an easy draw.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they are number 1, but that is an easy draw, man. Right on.
Easy.
What's England's draw? Because I'm going for England in the World Cup.
What the hell for?
I love England.
You should love Australia more.
Fuck Australia. I'm going for England.
Oh,
Australia wins all the time, bro.
Nothing
And
wrong
I've
with
got an
England.
English background, so I can go for them. I can go for Scotland if I want to. I can go for Ireland. I can go for all those countries if I want. But I'm going for England. What's England's draw look like?
is it up? I'm not too sure, mate. We haven't.
In the pool that you've got, you're with the dirty, disgusting French, the Greek, the
I love the
Greece,
French.
and Samoa.
Is that England's draw?
Yeah,
Is that England's draw?
that's who you guys are with. That's
we
who
got
you
the
guys
easiest
are
draw of
with.
them all. We got the easiest run of all time. We might as well just play our reserve grade team and we'll still win. That's simple.
Fiji and Australia should be an interesting competition if I was going to choose one for
It'd be good
Australia.
for 20 minutes. It'd be good for 20 minutes.
Italy, I mean, I can't think of anyone. I mean, ProEnzo could lace up his boots and he'll be ready to play next year.
Yeah.
Scotland, there's got to be a couple of players from Scotland that play in the NRL that I don't know about off the top of my head, surely. But okay,
Yeah.
all right,
The pool-
no worries.
The
No
pool I'm
doubt.
looking forward to is D. Pool number D. It's Cook Island, Papua New Guinea, Wales, and Tonga.
Nick and I spoke about this, I
love
feel
that.
like a couple of months ago. That is the sickest pool in the entire World Cup next year, man.
So who is it? Tonga, Cook Islands.
Absolutely. Papua New
Who
Guinea
else
and
is it?
Wales.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's sick.
So the
That's
Samoa
fucking-
one
that's
is
killer.
what?
That's fucking
So
killer.
Samoa's got what? New Zealand, Jamaica, I'm guessing, is in that draw as well. I'm guessing.
Jamaica's got Ireland, Lebanon,
Yep.
and New Zealand.
Okay. Lebanon. Okay. Lebanon was all right last.
Yeah.
They were all right. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Very interesting. Right, let's move on from the World Cup stuff because there's a long way until that happens. What other questions you got for us tonight, Mr. Nathan?
Got a good one for my good friend, ProEnzo Vidz, my good friend. Ethan Bullimore signed with the Seagulls. Do you think that he's going to be your, I guess you could say, your sleeping giant, like the player to watch out for next year?
Yeah, well, I think he's an underrated buy because no one's been talking about him. No one's been really giving him any recognition for the signing. And I think, from what I've seen at the Broncos, he's got speed as a forward. I think he's actually the most fastest Broncos forward when he was there. I think he's one of the fastest players at the club. So that's pretty impressive for a prop. I think, he's going to add a lot to that forward pack. I think, he's got some great potential. But you know what? I think if he gets a lot of game time next year, I think if Des gives him the game time, then I think we will see a breakout year by Bullimore. And seriously, I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes. I think he's got some really good things to look forward to. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Bullimore and Manly colours.
Nice.
Definitely. I think Ethan Bullimore will be a good buy for Manly. I think he'll come off the bench. Fuck me, they're building a good team, Manly. I mean, that full pack looks great on paper, doesn't it? You got the likes of Tapau, Paseka. You've got Olakawatu, who had a great year. You've got Schuster, who's only going to get better. Jake Trebojevic, and that bench looks good as well. You've got the likes of Dylan Walker. Ethan Bullimore's going there. Sipley is a big man. And you've got the likes of Sean Kepi, who's improved as well. So...
Yep.
I think they still need another back row, maybe for backup or maybe someone versatile. If I was a Manly, I would really consider looking at someone like a Brodie Jones, who's a very reliable player. And I think he's a good kid, man. Brodie Jones, shout out to entertain us in the Chasers. Hey, fellas. Lorenzo, I know I'm not talking about it because I just threw it out there, but Brodie Jones at Manly on the bench or something wouldn't be bad, would it?
Yeah, he's a gun. He's actually really good as a player. I think as depth, that'd be pretty good. But I also want to say, I think someone else like Chris Smith from the Dogs, like the ones who's departed now, I think he's even a good back row as well. I like the look of Chris Smith. I've always think he's been a good player who's not talked about enough. I think I want a depth back row would be good for Manly, honestly.
Definitely. Well, considering you got rid of Jajeski, Sheridan's gone. So, I mean, why not? Why not look for a cheap back rower coming through at a different club or even someone at Manly who we don't even know of. So, we'll see what happens. Nathan, mate, any other questions for us tonight, brother?
I think I'm pretty good, to be honest. Lads, thanks for having me on.
Mate. Well, thanks for coming on the show as always, mate. We appreciate you. And someone in the chat's always calling you mullet guy or something. But it's good to have you on the show, mate. Have a great night.
You too, man. You too.
Thanks, Nathan, and go the Cows. And there goes our good friend Nathan B. Moore. What a great bloke he is, seriously. What a great man. And there's this there's a bee hanging out in my corner, a little orange bee. You bite me, you little cunt, you'll be hanging out in the dirt in the backyard. Like a little bastard. Anyway, fuck me, what are we now? Hour and a half in. We can probably end the show very soon if you guys want. I want to talk about this. I forgot about this one. Tomorrow, Martin, former Cowboys 5'8", apparently making a comeback. Apparently, the Broncos are interested, I've heard. The Broncos don't need halves. Trust me, they've got 1,000 5'8s there trying to fight for the spot with Reynolds. Tomorrow, Martin coming back. I'll start with you, Sam, because you used to play for us. What do you reckon, bro? Should it happen?
Yeah, I spoke about this the other day, and it's such a wonderful story. He was laying bricks in New Zealand over the past 18 months, And the Brisbane Broncos have signed him on a $60,000 train and trial sort of. It's not a train and trial deal because that's $1,000 a week sort of thing. So it's something different, but it is 60 grand, and it's an opportunity for Tamari Martin to come back. And whilst I would have loved for him to return to North Queensland sort of thing, which would have been a great story, I think it just still is a great story. This is so good. This is genuinely maybe the best piece of rugby league, like most positive rugby league news during the off season, man. It's an awesome story.
Lorenzo, what do you think about that? Tamari Martin making a comeback. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's great. I was really shocked about it because I thought after one brain bleed he wouldn't even come back because it's a serious injury and it's one that I wouldn't risk myself if that happened to me. You know, it's one of those things I wouldn't risk. But you know what? Good on Tamari Martin for coming back in the game. I hope he can play some first grade and yeah, it's a good story. You know, I think it's really good to see him come back yet again. So hopefully it all works out for him. Hopefully his health stays well. So yeah, it's good for him. I'm really happy.
I'm happy he's coming back, and I hope he does do well. But I don't like it that he's gone to the Broncos. Like, come on, man. He's a Penrith junior. We snitched him in 2017 at the midway mark. He came in. We had Martin and Morgan in the halves. It was lethal as fuck. We made the grand final with it, for God's sakes. Had a brain he had blood on the brain or something, bleeding on the brain, and he had to retire. He's coming back. Why did we not look at him? Why are the Broncos getting him for? Well, how come we didn't look at him? I don't get it.
So we don't know the answer, obviously. I don't. Yeah. Obviously, we've got Dearden, Townsend, another gentleman in Dejan Arce up there, mate. So, but look, I sort of know how you feel, man. As I just said, I sort of wish he came back to North Queensland and just resumed his normal duties with us. But he is a very good talent, and he's.
I just don't like how he's going to Brisbane. I mean, he played his best footy with us, and he's come back from a serious career-ending injury, and he's going to go to our big rivals. I mean, what? Surely a club in Sydney would have looked at him and went, yeah, this kid's good. We should get him. We should take a gamble. But the Broncos are going to do it. Train and trial. We'll see what happens. But good luck to him, man. I've always loved him as a player. It was always good to watch for us. I remember that try. I think it was 2017 preliminary final against the Roosters. He put that dummy on Mitchell Pearce. Went straight through. It was such a classy try in a big game. So that's probably his career highlight for me, that try against the Roosters in the preliminary final. And that try in the grand final his score was very good as well against Melbourne, where we got fucked up. But Melbourne were over the cap, in my opinion. But who gives a fuck? Tamari Martin, I hope he comes back and kills it, man. I really do. Yep. Just trying to think of anything else that we haven't spoken about tonight. Anything we haven't covered, lads?
Can I just show you, man? So what I'm wearing now is actually a training shirt, a part of the Cowboys 2022 range. Really good stuff. And I just want to show you, Nick, man. Maybe you've already seen it. Can you see that? So on the side there, it's got all of our sort of victories that we've ever had in our club, and it's only going to get bigger over the next couple of years. Oh, wow. And then on the other side, it's just got all the old logos stitched into the side there, man. So yeah, I got that on a discount because I'm a member, and yeah, no, it's good quality, man. It's fucking sick, dude. Oh, and let alone that, I don't know how I can show you this appropriately, but all those names, I don't know if you can see any words or lettering. That's the names of every single Cowboys player that's ever donned a jersey.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Fuck,
so this shirt, man, is fucking sick, man. It's pretty good.
It's tradition, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I love it. I think it's fantastic. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Lorenzo, anything you want to talk about, brother?
No, mate, I think we've covered everything, actually.
We covered everything I can think of. I can't think of anything else that we're going to discuss. Sam, anything else, bro?
Mate, the off-season's only been happening for approximately 2 months now, and it feels like there's been a story every second day.
Yeah.
And this is why I like the way that NRL does their signing news instead of doing a trade period, because this excitement and unexpectedness of it all, man, it's just constant throughout the season when there's just this fortnight period or 3-week period in the AFL or the NFL, where it's like, okay, we know what's going on. Whereas in the NRL, throughout the entire offseason, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen until the season resumes in round 1, 2022.
Definitely. Well, I think that might do it for the Nick from Australia Late Night Footy Show, the off-season edition. I would like to thank Sam and ProEnzo Vidz for coming on the show. Make sure you guys go and check out their YouTube channels. The links are in the description below. Sam and Lorenzo, thanks for coming on, boys, as always.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
No problem.
And I'm sure we'll be doing something else in the near future, maybe the podcast or something sometime soon. I'll work it all out. But, guys, that's it from us tonight. Have a fantastic Friday night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Parramatta Eels 2021 season review. This has been November 19, 10:38 p.m. New South Wales time. We're getting out of here. Have a good night, lads. Big thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring the video once again. Once again, the discount code is NFA. It's on the screen right now. And make sure you go get yourself the Lawnmower 4.0, the ball deodorant, the ball toner, and other excellent things from Manscaped. But guys, that's it from us. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Adios.
Yep. Yes. Ciao.
Have a good night, lads. I will see you guys tomorrow night.